California, 1970s. Sun-drenched streets, palm trees swaying, but under the surface a darkness lurked. The Golden State Killer, a name synonymous with terror. He started quietly, breaking into homes, whispering threats. He was a phantom, a whisper in the night. Victims woke to a chilling realization: they weren't alone. His crimes escalated, rapes, then murder. A pattern emerged, but the killer remained elusive. Fear spread like wildfire. The Golden State was losing its shine. Who would be next? No one knew. The Golden State Killer didn't start with murder. He was meticulous, calculating. He stalked his victims, learned their routines. At first it was just intrusions, small items taken, a sense of someone watching. Then, the attacks became bolder, more violent. Victims terrorized in their own homes. The first murder sent shockwaves. A young couple brutally slain in their own bedroom. The killer's signature brutality was becoming horrifyingly clear. The body count rose, the media frenzy grew. Who was this monster hiding in plain sight? The pressure mounted on law enforcement. They had a serial predator on their hands. Catching the Golden State Killer was like chasing a ghost. He left few clues. He was organized, covering his tracks with precision. Investigators worked tirelessly. They gathered evidence, interviewed countless people, and followed every lead. But the killer always seemed to be one step ahead. Years turned into decades. The case went cold. But the victims were never forgotten. Law enforcement never gave up hope. They knew that somewhere out there, the answer was waiting to be found. Then, a breakthrough. DNA technology advanced. Forensic science offered new hope for solving cold cases. The Golden State Killer case was reopened. Investigators had preserved DNA evidence from the crime scenes. They entered it into CODIS, the National DNA Database. No match. But hope wasn't lost. A new technique emerged: genetic genealogy. By comparing crime scene DNA to public genealogy databases, investigators could build family trees. Could this be the key to unmasking the Golden State Killer? The genealogy search led investigators to a family, and then, a name: Joseph James DeAngelo, a former police officer, living a seemingly normal life in Citrus Heights, California. Investigators placed DeAngelo under surveillance. They obtained a discarded DNA sample. The match was undeniable. After decades of terror, the Golden State Killer had a face. On April 24, 2018, DeAngelo was arrested at his home. The news spread like wildfire. Relief, disbelief. The boogeyman was real, and he had been hiding in plain sight. The trial of Joseph James DeAngelo was a media sensation. Victims, some silent for decades, finally had their voices heard. They recounted their horrific experiences. DeAngelo, frail and wheelchair-bound, showed no remorse. In 2020, he was sentenced to multiple life terms in prison, no possibility of parole. The sentence brought a sense of closure, but the scars of his crimes run deep. The Golden State Killer case remains a stark reminder of the human capacity for evil and the enduring strength of survivors. The hunt for the Golden State Killer was relentless. Law enforcement officers dedicated years of their lives tirelessly sifting through evidence, chasing leads, and never giving up hope. It was a pursuit marked by key moments and breakthroughs that kept the investigation alive. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, detectives worked around the clock, trying to connect the dots between a series of horrifying crimes. Despite the lack of advanced technology, their determination never wavered. Tips from the public poured in, and the community played a crucial role, refusing to let the case fade into obscurity. In the 1990s, DNA technology began to emerge, offering a glimmer of hope. Investigators revisited old evidence, hoping for a breakthrough. The case remained cold, but the spirit of the hunt never died. In the 2000s, the rise of genealogy databases provided a new weapon in the arsenal. Detectives meticulously combed through family trees, inching closer to their elusive target. It was a combination of old-fashioned detective work and cutting-edge technology that finally led to the arrest of Joseph James DeAngelo in 2018. The tireless efforts of law enforcement, coupled with the unwavering support of the community, ensured that the Golden State Killer would face justice. The hunt for the Golden State Killer serves as a testament to the power of perseverance, collaboration, and the unyielding quest for justice. It reminds us that no matter how long it takes, the pursuit of truth is worth every effort. The Golden State Killer case revolutionized forensic science and the use of DNA in criminal investigations. Before this case, DNA technology was in its infancy, but the relentless pursuit of justice led to groundbreaking advancements. It wasn't just about catching one of the most elusive criminals in history, it was about setting a new precedent in crime solving. The arrest of Joseph James DeAngelo in 2018, thanks to genealogy databases, opened the floodgates for solving cold cases. Investigators across the globe began to see the potential of combining traditional detective work with cutting-edge DNA technology. This hybrid approach has since led to the resolution of numerous cold cases, bringing long-awaited justice to victims and their families. One notable case solved using similar techniques was that of the NorCal rapist, Roy Charles Waller, who was apprehended in 2018. Like the Golden State Killer, Waller's capture was made possible through genetic genealogy. This method has proven to be a powerful tool, bridging the gap between past and present, and providing answers that seemed forever out of reach. However, the use of genealogy databases has also sparked ethical debates about genetic privacy. While many celebrate the ability to solve crimes, others worry about the implications for individual privacy and consent. This ongoing debate ensures that the legacy of the Golden State Killer case will continue to impact forensic science and criminal investigations for years to come. The advancements in forensic science, spurred by the hunt for the Golden State Killer, underscore the importance of innovation and perseverance in the pursuit of justice. They remind us that even the coldest cases can be cracked, and that the quest for truth is an ever-evolving journey. Gap 3S. The Golden State Killer case left an indelible mark not just on forensic science but on every individual who was part of the investigation. In exclusive interviews, we hear from the investigators who spent decades hunting this elusive predator. Investigator 1. This case taught us the value of persistence. We never gave up, and in the end it paid off. The use of genetic genealogy was a game changer. Victim 1. For years I lived in fear, thinking he'd never be caught. The day they told me he was arrested, it felt like a weight had been lifted. But the scars remain. Expert 1. The Golden State Killer case reshaped our approach to solving cold cases. It demonstrated the power of combining traditional detective work with modern technology. However, it also made us aware of the ethical implications of using genealogy databases. Voiceover. These reflections underscore the importance of innovation, perseverance, and ethical considerations in the pursuit of justice. The lessons learned from this case have been instrumental in solving numerous other cold cases, bringing closure to victims and their families. Investigator 2. This case was a turning point. It showed that no matter how much time has passed, justice can still be served. Victim 2. It's a relief knowing he's behind bars, but the emotional toll is something I carry every day. Voiceover. The Golden State Killer's capture is a testament to the relentless pursuit of justice and the evolving landscape of forensic science. It reminds us that even the most challenging cases can be solved, and that every effort counts in the quest for truth. Gap 3S. The Golden State Killer case changed everything. It highlighted the importance of DNA technology in solving crimes. It brought closure to countless victims and their families, but it also raised ethical questions about genetic privacy. The use of genealogy databases in criminal investigations is still being debated today. The Golden State Killer may be behind bars, but his reign of terror continues to haunt the memories of those forever marked by his crimes. His story serves as a reminder, even in the darkest shadows, justice can prevail.